Perhaps you're wondering why there hasn't been a cabin update video in a while. We'll get there. But first, let's talk about golf. I don't really like golf. It's hot and it's sweaty, and you have to wear synthetic business clothes while you do it. Golf is clean and expensive. I am dirty, and I live in a tent. But I do respect the people that do like golf. It takes a lot of skill and patience. Earlier this week, I bought this wooden club for $3 at a thrift store. I got it so I could go to a driving range with my friend. It felt good to hit the ball. It was cool to see it fly when you got it just right. The whole sport made nice sounds. Four! Man, that worked better than I thought. I'm not very good at golf. After all, I only own one club. But I liked spending time with my friend. It's important to spend quality time with your friends. A few weeks ago, I was working on the cabin here. I was trying to do the mudding and taping on some drywall, and it was a tough, laborious process. It was a whole battle. I was sweaty and so tired, and I just finished like the final coat, and I was so just worn out from doing all that. So I was gonna go and celebrate and go up to this lake that's nearby, jump in and cool off. So finished the last coat and drove up to the lake. And when I got there, I got some service and was able to connect with some people. I got some news that one of my really good homies had been in a bad car accident and had died. Death is an inevitable part of life. Whether you're good or bad, rich or poor, none of us escapes the eventual setting sun. It's one of the more impactful events of life. It causes us to step back and think about the important things, to reflect on our own existentialism, to appreciate our relationships, to express gratitude for all that we have. So I was already a decent ways up north since I was at this lake, and I just decided to keep driving. Went straight home and did a few things, wanted to be available to help out with stuff, wanted to attend the funeral, and wanted to spend time with important people in my life and take a little time to not be alone in the forest. So that's what I did. Making these YouTube videos is a remarkably emotional process for me. It requires me to get to a place where I can connect with a certain feeling and then try to find a way to communicate it. As I thought about editing the footage for the next cabin video, I realized that what I had previously filmed had a very different feeling than where I was at emotionally, and I struggled to connect. I gave it some time, but even after grieving, processing the death of my friend, and getting to a better place, it just didn't feel right. It didn't feel authentic to me. So I continued to delay. Many of you noticed. I've been overwhelmed with the amount of support and encouragement that you all have shared with me in the comments of these silly little videos I make. I read every one. Some of them make me laugh. Some of them build me up on tough days. And every once in a while, one will bring a tear to my eye. It's truly an incredible thing to me that you and I have never met, yet we can connect here, over the internet, through a dream to build a cabin. But I hope that by the end of this, we'll find much more than just a cabin. I hope these videos make you want to reach higher. I hope they feel honest and authentic. And quite honestly, what felt authentic this month was backburnering everything else to make a video about golfing inappropriate objects while talking about death. So here's the good news. Been making lots of progress on the cabin, doing lots of cool things, and stacking footy, accumulating the footage. You can see there's already things are looking a little different. Feeling strong, feeling good. Progress is moving along. So excited to share the updates. Lots more fun videos coming down the line. One more thing, last thing while we're on the topic. I wear a bracelet every once in a while that I made. It's got some beads on it and it has a phrase. It says, Memento Mori. If you know your Stoic philosophy, you already know this phrase. It's a Latin phrase and it means remember your death or remember you will die. It was popularized by the Roman Emperor Marcus Aurelius, who said, remember you will die. Let that determine what you think and say and do. It's a phrase I love to just keep in mind as I'm going about life. It helps me to remember what's important, to stay grounded, treasure the relationships I have, live with no regrets, to turn to God, live boldly, set goals, and pursue your dreams. Life is temporary and fleeting, and we got to make the most of our time. Guys, life is good. Everything works out in the end. I'm excited to put out some more videos. I hope you'll follow along. That's it for me today. We'll see you next time. I'm there before the setting sun, for you to fall into my